I can't believe how many great games are released in 2020. Not only did we see Ghost of Tsushima or Final Fantasy VII Remake, we also saw the next generation of consoles. In typical launch fashion for PlayStation 5, I had to buy almost every launch game to try them out. Bugsnax, Demon's Souls, Spider-Man, the list goes on. The path list took me by surprise with how good it is, but there was one game that just blew me away. I saw my PS4 and a few games, so I had plenty of GameStop store credit, and I saw this game was only €50 as opposed to the €80 for a new PS5 game. The box art was colourful, and I'm only a casual fan of the genre. Okay, enough of this stupid story. The game is Codemaster's Dirt 5. Holy lord, do I love this game. My history with racers is pretty short. I love arcade races like Need for Speed, Underground 1 and Carbon being my favourite in the series, and I can't forget my beloved Burnout Paradise. I don't buy racing games often, but when they click, they click. And I'm so happy that Dirt 5 was the game. All I heard about it is that the haptics on the DualSense are really cool, so I had to check it out. Little did I know how much time I would put into the game. All I know about the series is the games with only dirt in the title are more arcadey, and the Dirt Rally series are better for simulation fans. Being a bigger fan of arcade racers, Dirt 5 is right up my alley, and let me tell you, this game is phenomenal. It's broken up into a few sections. Most of my time was spent in career mode, but you also have multiplayer, arcade and playground mode. Arcade is just free play and time trials, but playground mode is really interesting. In here you create and share custom made tracks. Now I don't like creating things in games, but it's amazing being able to try out these tracks made by others. Career mode is your typical do some events, earn money, XP and fame, then unlock more increasingly difficult tracks. Nothing really too spectacular, but it's the driving that makes this game so great. There are different classes of cars and they all feel distinct from one another. The weightiness of driving a Ford F-150 creates a really challenging racing experience that I'm struggling to get the hang of. Contrast this with the instant acceleration of 90s rally car like a Subaru Impreza, and it switches up the gameplay so much. Even the smaller differences like the craziness of an 80s Peugeot 206 compared to a modern Skoda Fabia is amazing. I'm not a car guy, I don't even know how to drive, but it's great being able to feel the difference. I struggle a lot with the heavier cars because I just can't take corners properly in them. My favourite car is the 90s Impreza. It's very nostalgic for me and I absolutely love zipping around the track in it. I haven't even mentioned the different terrains. You drive in snow, over ice, muddy ground, tarmac, you name it, and each feels completely different, both from a gameplay perspective and haptics. The DualSense really heightens the playing experience. The dull rumble of snow under your tyres feels completely different to the more aggressive feeling of a muddy surface. The tension on the triggers really adds to the feeling that you're battling terrain, something that was only ever present on these crazy expensive steering wheels. I'm sure a steering wheel is still the best way to enjoy the game, but the DualSense creates a really immersive experience. Dirt 5 looks feckin' sexy. Plain and simple. Codemasters have created arguably the best looking game on next gen. How the muddy water glistens as you rip over it, how the snow parts ways as you barrel through it, and the best of all, how the rain, snow or muck crashes off your windscreen ruining your visibility. I never play racing games in first person, but I had to for this one because of just how immersive it is. The weather changes dynamically throughout a race, so one lap can be bright and sunny skies, meaning you can rip around the track without a care in the world. But once the heavy rain starts, you have to be a slight bit slower so you don't end up smashing into a wall. If you're a fan of arcade racers, then please give this game a look. It did something I wasn't expecting. I have Dirt Rally 2.0 from PS Plus, which is the more simulator style game, and I'm downloading it as I write this script. I feel the lack of haptics might hamper my experience, but I'm really excited to jump in. There we have it. Dirt 5 is a sleeper hit on the PS5. I haven't really heard many people talking about it, to be honest. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.